Unagi, what are you doing? So I wanted to explain a little bit more. Oh, that was glitter, girl. Yes, about my gender. I am not quite masculine of center, though masculinity does play a big portion in the way that I move throughout life, as well as femininity. Identify as genderqueer and gender nonconforming. Identify my sexuality as queer. I also identify as no label for my gender identity. So, so I wanted to talk about it in this video. So I did mention in the last video that a lot of my gender was constructed based on girlhood. Unagi, get out of there! And so, I follow it to a T. And even today, as I move through life, femininity and girlhood is the only thing that I know. And then recently, in the last, I want to say 5 years, since graduating from college, non-gender conforming is something that I know how to do on my own personal time. As in terms for work, I like to dress feminine in work because I think feminine is powerful. So why is everybody texting me? So when I dress up for work or anything business, or I'm going to meet someone really important, I like to dress feminine because that's usually often um, silenced. And my mom is a very strong woman, so watching her get up and get dressed every day for work and being a boss ass bitch, that's what I want to emulate. My mom worked really hard to get where she's at, and I'm really proud of her, and I want her to be proud of me of where I'm going to get at as well as my grandfather and my brothers and my family. But on my personal life, the no label aesthetic along with femboy aesthetics is what I'm trying to accomplish. So I still dress really femme when I go to the club. I still dress really femme when I go on dates. I haven't really found that balance of non-gender conforming and no label aesthetic that I like. Um, because clothes are a thing and they're gendered. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Clothes are gendered as fuck and downright to the way they are made, from the measurements and stuff. And then I'm a big girl. So, I use girls gender neutral. So I was raised, bitches the same way, just to clarify. So I'm a big girl, and they make us pay for extra fabric, which doesn't make any sense to me because if I'm paying for extra fabric, my shit better be good. It be all like falling apart and stuff because they use like you're gonna use extra fabric, you might as well use the same fabric you use for the skinny bitches. That's all I'm saying. So it makes me really mad. And I actually really love thrift shopping. I've always have. When I used to go visit my grandma Penny in San Francisco on Valencia Street at her office, she was a CPS worker. It was this thrift store which is now closed because of gentrification. Fuck you. Where you bought clothes depending on the pound. And so I would go through the clothes and stuff like that. And then I was much smaller. Recently, I went to Atlanta and I went to Little Five Points. And girl, they got big girl sections in them thrift shops. It made me so happy because, I really like thrift shopping. You can find something from a time period you like at a cheaper price, and it's not something retro, that American Apparel has redone or Urban Outfitters have stolen and jacked up. Like the chokers, the plastic ones. You used to get 5 in a pack for 99 cents, and now you can barely get one for $2. I'm not about that life. What is going on with my face? Anyways, I'm not about that life. So like, there's certain things in femininity that I love. I love accessories, hands down. I love accessories. Always have, always will be. I was that girl in high school that matched all her accessories. The headband, the necklace, the bangles, the earrings, they had to match. And then color coordination, honey, that was me. And I love color. Always have been. But I do want to find clothes that are traditionally masculine, but that fits for me. I have a very hard time because they fit weird in different spaces, and I don't like a whole lot of air around my vagina area. I feel like it get too dried out. I ain't about that life. So, men underwear are they elude me. Though I like the shorts one, so we've tried those. It's just a lot of fabric when you try to put on jeans. I don't like to be overheated and hot. and stuff like that. So, going to the Masculine Center Conference will get me comfortable in the idea of dressing masculine the way I want to be. That is kind of intertwined with my femininity. And that really has been my goal since I entered college, and started having identity gender crisis. Well, I've always had it, but actually started dealing with it. These cats are being weird. I'm sorry. I got a new kitten. Well, it's not my new kitten, but anyways, that's not what we talk about today. But yeah, I wanted to explain that portion a little bit more. That what I'm really seeking is to take the femininity and masculinity of mine and mesh them really well together and present them, and express them in a way that is uniquely me. It's always been inside here, but it's always been hard to translate it for the rest of the world. So I'm hoping starting going to this conference and moving into those spaces will really help me, and stuff like that. I know usually if you do not know me, I come off as masculine, and the top, I'm a bottom bitch. I'm just gonna say that. So I do like masculine centered people, but films are like my best friend. You know, they work really hard. They are fierce. They are fabulous, and they get shitted on a lot. Really do. I'm a hardcore feminist at the end of the day, a black feminist at that, and very radical bitch from Oakland. So I hope this clears it up. If you have any questions, let me know. I do have the right to not answer. It might take a while. My life is busy, and stuff like that. So thank you for listening. I hope you like this onesie I'm wearing. Bye, girl.